Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to talk about Colin Kaepernick, quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, receiving a mega deal and what this means for the outlook of the NFL because it does bring a little bit of trouble, but luckily there's something that's going to prevent too much trouble about that. So in case you didn't know, Colin Kaepernick of the 49ers signed a 6-year, $110 million contract, or a little bit over 110 million, with $61 million guaranteed, the most ever. And we're hearing this, it seems, about every 3 months. A new quarterback signs the most money ever. Most money ever. Every 6 well, we're hearing it. Most guaranteed money ever. Most guaranteed every 3 months. This is becoming a little bit of an epidemic to me in the NFL. I find that teams are now more than ever scared to lose their quarterbacks. No, they're like, well, I mean, he's not great, but we just we don't want to lose him, and we don't want to, so we're just gonna re-sign him because we're just afraid to lose him. Now, this Colin Kaepernick deal, though, I agree with this deal. I side more with this deal than I have with other deals such as Tony Romo, such as Jay Cutler. A little bit of Joe Flacco, but not entirely Joe Flacco. Matt Ryan, definitely. I side with this deal more than I did with those deals because those deals were awful to me. Tony Romo never proved me anything. Jay Cutler never proved me anything. Joe Flacco proved me something once, in that season. So you had to repay him, and they did. But still, Jay Cutler, Tony Romo had done nothing near the level that Colin Kaepernick has in 2 years. In 2 years, Colin Kaepernick has outplayed both Jay Cutler and Tony Romo's career. In 2 years, he's done that. So let's stop that. But Colin Kaepernick, here's again, they had to re-sign him. Not now though. I thought you could have waited until the end of the season. I know you don't want to, provide, what's it, strenuous, relationships and in the locker room and all that, but I'm not really buying that, but I do think this may lend to one of my theories that I have. Because I'm going to be getting into a lot of stuff in the NFL in this video. It's not just going to be about Colin Kaepernick. I just want to talk about a lot of stuff going on in the NFL later on in the video that will come. But this is also going to spell doom for some more teams. The teams are in trouble because there are some more young quarterbacks whose contracts are running up and it's time to pay them. Cam Newton of the Carolina Panthers, Russell Wilson, Super Bowl winner. You're telling me if I'm Russell Wilson and my NFC West rival, division rival, Colin Kaepernick, just got paid this much money and I'm the one who won a Super Bowl? You don't think I want more money than him? Russell Wilson will demand more money than Colin Kaepernick. You can bet your ass on that. Andrew Luck, he's been hearing guys saying, oh, you're the chosen one. You're the next coming of John Elway. You don't think he's going to ask for more money? Yeah, I mean, RG3, his contract's going to be coming up soon. I think he's going to bounce back this season. He may not. If he does, I think he will. He's going to be like, hey, pay me. I'm the one that's supposed to be very good as well. Andy Dalton, if he can somehow resurrect his career with the Cincinnati Bengals, he's going to want to get money. This is the last year of his contract. He's going to want money. A lot of problems coming up for some teams in the NFL right now with these young quarterbacks wanting more and more money. And that's why, if you're a team like mine, okay, the Tennessee Titans, I'm a fan of the Tennessee Titans right now. And Jake Locker, I have no confidence in. I think he's going to get injured this season. I think we're going to stink because of it. You are getting one hell of a bargain, especially if Jameis Winston comes out. Or even if he doesn't, Marcus Mariota at the top of that draft, and Brett Hundley, another quarterback at the top of that draft, if they're as good as we think they're going to be, because we thought Teddy Bridgewater was phenomenal, and he was the last pick of the first round. But if they're as good as we think they should be, those three guys, or maybe Bryce Petty if you're a Bryce Petty guy, if they're as good as you think they are, you are getting such a bargain by selecting one of those players in this upcoming draft. Because the best of them all, let's say Jameis Winston, let's say the Tennessee Titans go 3-13, which a lot of people are predicting, and that's fine with me. Let's say the Tennessee Titans pick number one overall, and they select Jameis Winston. Because of the CBA and the pay range scale that they do rookie contracts now, the highest deal Jameis Winston would get would be about a 4-year, 23, maybe $24 million contract. let's say 24, just for math numbers. That means $6 million a year for your quarterback. In today's NFL, that is an incredible bargain. When guys like Jay Cutler are getting paid 18 mil, when guys like Colin Kaepernick are getting paid 20 mil, when guys like Matt Ryan are getting paid 18 mil, it is such a bargain to say, hey, my quarterback's getting paid 6 million, and we're winning just as many games as Matt Ryan, and we're winning just as many games as Jay Cutler. It's such a bargain. Luckily, for the other teams in the NFL, there weren't that many good quarterbacks in this draft class, so there wasn't too many bargains to be had. Now there was three: Blake Bortles, Teddy Bridgewater, and Johnny Manziel. Let's say Johnny Manziel ended up being a freaking star. His contract is probably what, 4 year, 8 mil, or maybe more than that. I don't know the exact pay scale. Okay, 4 years, 12 mil. I think that's more accurate. 3 mil a year for Johnny Manziel, who could be as good, who could win us as many games as Matt Ryan, as Tony Romo. Actually, exactly, Tony Romo. Because I am of the belief the Dallas Cowboys will stink this season. So you're telling me my quarterback is getting paid $15 million less than Tony Romo, and we won more games than Tony Romo, and it wasn't even close? I'm taking that every time. Draft rookie quarterbacks in today's NFL. It's such a bargain. You have to do it. This is the way. And then build your team. You have so much money. Like I said, $6 million a year for Jameis Winston, right? The salary cap is supposed to be $144 million around there next year. That means I have $138 million to spend on other areas of the field other than quarterback. The biggest position I have is down, and I now have $138 million to use on each and every other position of the field. If only teams nowadays would realize this formula. It's such an easy formula now. God, the teams looking for quarterbacks in 2015, if this class is as good as we think it will be, need to get on top of it. Need to get on top of this, because this is a great opportunity that is in front of them, and they should take that. Now, what I was alluding to earlier about, I think this is a good signing because of this one thing, though. Now there's more continuity in the locker room. Like I said, they're not doing this deal that could have been a little strenuous, a little bit stressful. Now there's none of that. I'm of the belief that the San Francisco 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl right now as of this moment. And that could change. This is not my official prediction. It could change. I always make my prediction at the end of August, beginning of September. That's when you can expect my official prediction. But my Super Bowl champion right now as of this moment is the San Francisco 49ers, because I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to have a target on their back, and everyone's going to be going after them, and teams are going to figure out how to game plan against the Seahawks offense, which really is not that elaborate, and they did nothing to fix that. They let go of Doug Baldwin in free agency, and they replaced him with Paul Richardson in the draft. And we always say, oh, well, Percy Harvin, he's never healthy. When are we going to stop relying? He's not going to be healthy. Come on, let's stop with the Percy Harvin. So with all of that, and I think teams are going to find ways to stop that Seattle offense. The 49ers offense, however, improved greatly. Got Stevie Johnson in a trade with the Buffalo Bills. Drafted pieces around that offense as well. They're ready to get rolling. And I'm scared for the teams facing the 49ers in the playoffs. An NFC team is probably going to win the Super Bowl this year. The Denver Broncos, they're going to be there. They're going to be near it at least. But I'm telling you, these NFC teams, they're way too strong. Whether I'm wrong, okay, fine, the Seahawks go back. They're still miles better than the Denver Broncos. They're still miles better than the Denver Broncos. I'm saying look out for the Green Bay Packers, because when you have the best quarterback in the league, because you know what? I don't care. Aaron Rodgers is still the best quarterback in the league to me. When you have the best quarterback in the league, and they've been building a good team there in Green Bay. They've been building a good team the past couple years. They've been drafting great. You have to always keep an eye on that team. So keep an eye out for the Green Bay. Hey, whenever you have the best quarterback and you've been building, you always have to watch out for that team. Watch out for the Green Bay Packers. I think the New Orleans Saints is another team that we'll look out for as well. And those are the teams. The Saints, 49ers, Packers, and Seahawks are four teams right now that I'm going back and forth. Which one of these is going to win the Super Bowl? I'm not going with an AFC team. I know the New England Patriots improved. No, they didn't. To me, in the biggest area, I was looking for wide receiver or tight end. When are you going to improve there? Didn't see it, and I'm not going with him because of it. That's why. Yeah, that's honestly the reason why. I'm not going with him because of that reason. I'm not relying on Rob Gronkowski. He's not coming back. And yes, they did add Darrell Revis and blah 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 blah. Why is the reason they did not win that AFC Championship game? Is it because they didn't stop the Broncos from scoring enough points, or is it because they themselves did not score enough points? It's because they themselves did not score enough points. So I'm not picking the New England Patriots to win anything. Um, People are high on the Indianapolis Colts. Come on. I mean, their roster is weak. Even if they did go to the Super Bowl, which I concede is a possibility, they're not better than any of those four teams I said. 49ers, Seahawks, Saints, Packers. Those four teams, look out for them. They're coming. One of these teams, I'm telling you. People are saying that the Panthers, trust me, I'm telling you, the Panthers are missing the playoffs this year. They really screwed up this offseason. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what their offensive strategy was coming into the offseason. Hey, let's just sit back, let everybody go, cut everybody, get out. We don't want you. And then we'll throw out Kevin Benjamin and Jericho Cotchery, and then we'll be fine. No, it doesn't work like that, my friends. You guys are in trouble once again. Buccaneers, people are high on. Yeah, the Buccaneers. They're not going to be that great yet. It takes time for that. The Falcons will be back, but will they be back enough? Will they convert to that 3-4 defense quick enough? I don't say exactly. They might make the playoffs, and I think they're going to be close to it. I don't know. Lions, Super Bowl, nah, that's a big word. Bears, now that's a possibility. The Chicago Bears could do something this season, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. So that's another team I'm keeping an eye out on, but I'm not going to bet on them to win the Super Bowl. I'm not going to bet on them, but I'm saying it's definitely a possibility. And that's it. I mean, maybe you think others think, and this is just my predictions right now as of June, and this will change by the end of August when I make my official predictions video. So things will change, but right now that's where I'm feeling. That's my stance on the whole thing. So anyway, James Carter TV, comment down below your anything on the Colin Kaepernick deal, on the outlook for the 2014 season, all that stuff. I want to know what you have to say. Tell me if I'm crazy, whatever the hell. So anyway, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.